Good morning. This is Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Good morning to all of you. Partly cloudy out there. It's 28 degrees. Another wonderful day yesterday. 71 degrees yesterday. 71 degrees the day before. And we could see temperatures in the upper 70s Tuesday.
Wow.
That might be a little too warm because the next day is going to be in the 50s. But that's more normal for this time of year. So we're really enjoying a nice run of weather here. And we do have a chance of some precipitation moving back into the forecast middle towards the end of the week. And it is pretty dry out there. I noticed red flag warning advisory issued over the weekend for some of the areas of Nebraska. So the wind's been drying things out a little bit. And it's that time of year where March will blow. But as Bob Geiger told us many years ago, don't think it's over in March. April is more windy than March.
Yeah?
Yep, average-wise, and Bob knew.
He did, yes.
Knew. So you're back. You got home from Star City. The teams did well, and sounds like you guys had fun. The athletes did their very best, and you couldn't ask for more than that.
No, couldn't. And the weather was beautiful in Lincoln, too, this past week for girls state basketball. I got back on Friday afternoon from the tournament and had so much fun covering our area teams. Of course, Broken Bow and Mullen. Congratulations to both. Mullen making it into the third-place game and winning a thriller in the consolation game, winning by 2 over Wynot, knocking down the shot in the final 3 seconds to get the win. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to Broken Bow. Boy, yours truly just had so much fun covering that team this year. One of the best seasons really in school history when you start to look at it as a whole.
Yep.
And so to be able to be there and see them play on the floor at Pinnacle Bank Arena, that was just a thrill. And it was a great tournament. If anybody watched games on Saturday in the championships, boy, just some great games on the final day, great games through the tournament, some great individual performances. And, I would say that everybody involved with the tournament very happy with the way it went. Good.
And a lot of times you kind of like to see the teams that defeated you go on to do well, and that was the case. You meet a top-notch team, and then you want them to do I think you do. I think you want them to do well afterwards to, show that you were playing the best. So that all worked out really, really nice. Now we turn our attention midweek to boys basketball. We got a couple of good teams heading down.
Yeah, we do. Can't wait. We'll be covering Mullen and, of course, Ansley Litchfield at the boys state basketball tournament, as each of them were able to win their district finals and, automatically qualify for the tournament. And for Mullen and Ansley Litchfield, they'll open up play on Wednesday, and both games will be a little bit later in the day. Mullen will tip off at 4 o'clock, and then Ansley Litchfield will follow, playing at 6:30. Mullen will play at Lincoln East. Ansley Litchfield will be at Lincoln Southeast, and we'll cover both of those teams for you through the tournament, and we'll have all of the games on KBBN 95.3 FM and on the web at kbbn.com. I did notice that we received an email from a listener asking us if we could do a live video stream of the state tournament games. Unfortunately, we cannot. We are prohibited from doing such because another entity or entities have exclusive rights to live video streaming and live video of state tournament games. So because of that, we are prohibited from taking our own equipment and doing it ourselves. If we could, I have a feeling we probably would, but unfortunately that's not the case. So therefore, we will just be covering the games as far as we are concerned. We'll be covering them on the radio for you, and they'll be on KBBN 95.3 FM.
All right. Yep, if we could do it, I would imagine we would do it. But, well, capitalism is capitalism, and it has its good things, and then it has its drawbacks. I don't know if everybody in there that could bring a video camera with them, that there would be enough bandwidth to
that's a very
do
good,
that.
That's
as
a
well.
very good point too. Yeah,
So
they got to kind of draw the line somewhere.
Maybe someday. Who knows? So we'll take a look at the school lunch menus. Most of the kids are back in school now after some schools having a break last week, of course, with the tournament, and some of them had teacher in service and so forth. So this is the 8th day of March, and Anselmo Myrna Public Schools will be having fresh baked ham and cheese subs, toasted cheese sandwiches, spicy chicken sandwiches, taco salad with tortilla chips, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
Cozad today, some of their options include a corn dog, also ham and cheese sandwich, and Italian chef salad on the menu today at Cozad.
SEM today featuring breakfast sandwiches and hash browns.
Loop City today, Monday, March 8th, no school, it says. They'll be hosting district speech today.
Oh, good. That's a good competition. Gothenburg schools will be having specialty pizzas, walking tacos.
Sandhills Public Schools in Dunning today, beef burrito with nacho chips and cheese sauce at Sandhills today.
Litchfield, pigs in a blanket, curly fries, peas, apricot cup, and milk.
Let's see, no school in Callaway today, it says.
All right. Thedford, chicken fajitas, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Broken Bow Public Schools, no school at Broken Bow today.
At Arnold, chicken patties, fruit, vegetables, and milk. Speaking of Arnold, I received a picture this morning of blue-eyed Becky Daly on her new, looks like a golf cart, high-powered golf cart.
Oh, wow.
Taking the kids or the grandkids on a ride.
Nice.
And I would recommend, Becky, that you don't pop wheelies with that thing like that picture indicated. You want to keep all four wheels on the ground.
You think she'd give us a ride
around
Arnold if we came over?
I bet she would.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Wear a helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, Becky. All right, Ansley today. Chicken and spaghetti, fruit, vegetables, and milk at Ansley.
All right, those are your school lunch menus. Here's the menu today at the Prairie Pioneer Center in Broken Bow. Pork chops, au gratin potatoes, spinach, mixed fruit, and a biscuit at the Prairie Pioneer Center.
And a big thank you to Viera Wireless this morning for being a part of the breakfast show and helping with our streaming of events that we just spoke of and others. So thank you, Viera. They can help you out, too. Stop into their store here in Broken Bow and see how they can help you with a plan at 872-1535 if you want to call. Their address is 841 South D Street here in Broken Bow, and they offer wireless services, internet services across 5 states, including here in Nebraska. So there are other stores that you can stop by as well. Find out how they can fit your needs and your budget together at Viera Wireless. All righty. Let's see, birthdays, yes. Celebrity birthdays today. Let me get that going here. Freddie Prinze Jr. is 45 today. Some other birthdays, if I can find them here now that I've mentioned it. It's the only thing about pages. But I can find pages faster than I can find the birthdays on the phone.
I'm with you. I can still search through pieces of paper with writing on them quicker than I can scroll through stuff on my phone.
Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees.
Oh.
76 years old today, born in 1945 on this day. And he's really one of the few Monkees left because Peter Tork is gone. And let's see, Mike Nesmith is still alive. So there's 2 out of the 4 that are still with us. Then news anchor Lester Holt was born on this day in 1959, 62 years ago today. There's a whole bunch of people in the area celebrating birthdays over the weekend and today. For those of you who are doing that, happy birthday to you. Those are some of the celebs that you're celebrating your birthdays with here on this Monday, the 8th day of March. Later on today, we'll be giving away a $25 gift card to Sargent Corner Market. That's going to be a good one. You won't want to miss that one. And then also tomorrow, we're going to be giving a $25 card to CarQuest here in Broken Bow. Today, we'll be visiting with Runza, Off-Broadway Assisted Living, Ideal Realty, and in just a little bit here, Steve out at the grocery cart. And I don't know for sure. I guess we'll find out if Steve shows up. He's certainly welcome to come into the studio now, or we'll give him a call, whichever comes first, and get Steve on the air. A lot of good specials. I think the grills were kind of hopping and popping yesterday with the 70s over the weekend. Warm enough to get those grills out, maybe scrape them off a little bit and put on a pork chop or steak or hamburger. And you probably want to resupply, so Steve will be able to help you with that. We did have a little dilemma while you were gone, a little controversy.
Controversy while I'm gone. I can't wait to hear.
Well, it was over.
What was controversial?
Christy's new chair.
Oh, yes. I saw she actually, she got a new chair. I grabbed her old one because it was in better shape than the one I was sitting in.
That's because the sports guy before you, he used it pretty good.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
It was pretty well set out, yes.
But I'm a little upset at Christy's husband, Mark. He should have checked with us before he bought her a new chair for the office, because as I was visiting with the station manager last week while you were away, Jeremy Shipe, it was my administrative recommendation that you don't put the most comfortable chairs at desks for your employees, especially salespeople, because you don't want them sitting at the desk all day. You want them out and about. You don't want them to fall in love with their desk.
Right.
You give them a chair that's even more comfortable than the one they had, then you've got a whole new set of problems. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Yeah.
But Jeremy had a good idea.
What's that? Have Mark buy the rest of us a new chair?
No.
Oh.
Stand-up desks.
Oh, my.
Yeah, where you stand up next to your desk like you do in
Really?
Yeah. And I think people would be a little less likely to be lounging there and maybe skimming on the internet. They'd be out there because they're standing around anyway. They'd probably go out and get in the car where they could sit down.
Yeah.
So that was controversial.
It sounds like it.
And the beat goes on.
Kind of wish I would have been here for that conversation.
Well, Christy never said anything about it. Maybe Jeremy, as station manager, took her off the side and explained it to her. But
maybe. Hey, those are the things that come with being station manager. The in-house stuff really can be the most difficult to deal with.
HR.
Yep.
I know it's called human resources. I refer to it as a hot ride.
Well, doesn't it have it has this little thing that supports your lower back?
I don't know what it has.
I think it has heat and everything on it. I don't know.
Do you think it has heat in it?
Seriously, I think it does.
G-A-D.
Maybe not. It's really nice.
Does it got a vibrator in it?
I don't know.
Do you hear anything humming over there?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a massage chair or not. I don't think so.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So,
all right.
I have to admit, I wasn't too bothered by it just because I got Christy's old chair.
Yeah, but what do you do with the other one? It's back there sitting in the corner. Nobody talked to us about that. Jeremy had no clue. As station manager, he should have the say-so as to whether you bring in a new chair or not.
Yeah.
Just don't.
In Mark's defense, though, he was just trying to do something nice. You're wishing I'd have stayed in Lincoln, aren't you?
I don't know what to say. Okay.
All right.
I was going to go somewhere, but I'm not.
Okay.
Let's play the game.
Yeah, let's do. Hey, Dave, we're in the month of March.
We are.
Did you know that?
Yep.
Here's some general trivia about the month. Your question today. The month of March is named for which Roman god? The month of March is named for which Roman god? Is it the god of music, the god of war, the god of love, or the god of the underworld? The month of March is named for which Roman god? The god of music, the god of war, the god of love, or the god of the underworld? If you know, give us a ring, 872-2801. Ansley Lumber and Supply is proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber hopes you stop by to talk to them about your dream project. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
Since 1917, Nebraska State Bank has been helping Custer County and its neighbors progress with innovative products and superior service. And they are here with you, helping you achieve your goals, reinvesting in our area by involvement, leadership, and donation as a means to help others strive and succeed and to further invest in our communities. With all of their locations here in Custer County, Nebraska State Bank is proud to serve you in Callaway, Myrna, and 2 locations in Broken Bow, and online anywhere all the time at nesb.bank. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
Well, that must be a toughie. We'll try that one again tomorrow.
Yeah, that is kind of hard. You
Yeah.
can research that, and we'll ask the same question tomorrow.
Yeah, if you can't think and get the answer right, and if you're sitting down, I'd suggest you stand up. It circulates the blood a little more, and you might be able to think of that tomorrow.
Well, here's my thing on the whole chair thing, and I'll kind of leave my thoughts at this. As I mentioned, I grabbed Christy's old chair, and as I sat in it, I honestly thought that was maybe the best chair of all of those that were here. Do you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
I mean, she had a pretty nice chair to begin with compared to maybe the others.
You think it's the way she broke it in?
I don't know.
Well, the other part of that is I understand that it was a switch made last week where I think it was maybe Jeremy or Gavin. I don't know who did it, but they swapped the chairs around, and so she had one of the original chairs at her desk.
Oh.
And she came in and sat there for a couple hours and didn't even know it.
Didn't even know. Oh, man, that's funny.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we're going to play a little music, and we're going to make a phone call and see if we're to call Grocery Card or if Steve's coming in. We'll figure that out here in just a little bit. And let's just pull up some monkeys, shall we?
Oh, good.
I think we have a couple.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
Last Train to Clarksville was their biggest hit, and we don't have that one in here. We have Valerie, I'm a Believer,
Oh, yeah.
and Daydream Believer.
Oh, Daydream
Let's play that one.
Believer.
Let's play that one.
All
Maybe
right.
you'll quit singing then.
Okay.
It is 7:52, and we have Steve on the line. Steve Fowler heads up Grocery Cart in Broken Bow. Steve, we were talking earlier about barbecue, and I know you had the frozen food sale we talked about last week to go along with all those steaks, pork chops, hot dogs, hamburgers. Did you sell some protein the last few days for people to grill with?
Absolutely. In fact, I was a purchaser of some of those items myself. I had some steak and salmon on the grill this weekend. So,
salmon sounds good. You have some more of that left?
No. Sorry, Dave.
It's gone, huh?
It's gone.
Oh, well, I can see why. All right. Well, jump in and tell us what you have for us this week.
Sure. I've got quite a few topics to discuss. First of all, I want to announce the winner of our Frozen Food Week /month winner of the $200 GK gift card, and that individual is Stephen Adams. So we will be giving you a call, Stephen Adams. I don't know a Steve I don't like, so this is going to be a good winner, I think. So we've got that, and we'll be contacting Steve later and congratulating him on his $200 gift card to the GK. Thanks for everyone who signed up and shopped the Frozen Food Week last week. Let's see some updates. Family Fresh Sushi. Fresh sushi is coming soon. How soon is the big question, I think. One of many, I'm sure, but one of the biggest is when. Well, I don't have a button-down date for that, but it will be hopefully in this month. The honest truth is we've got that company is seeking their food license for that opening, so they should have that this week, tentatively scheduled for this Wednesday coming up. And so that's the opening's contingent on that. And after that's sealed down, basically it's just Family Fresh making sure the area is staffed, because we've already got most of the product here, and it'll be ready to roll once that happens. So we'll keep you updated on Facebook on the goings-on with that. Once we know, we will definitely let you know. That's exciting news for the county and the community. Fresh sushi coming soon to the GK. Don't forget Lenten savings. We've definitely got that going on through April 4th. A couple notes on there, and they're not good ones, but they're notes anyway. We're unable to get the Gorton's shrimp right now, and I was looking through the invoices this morning, and the Van de Kamp's fish didn't come today anyway. We'll hope it comes on the next deliveries upcoming. But unfortunately, things like those happen more so than they used to due to many circumstances. Let's see. We're going to jump right into next week's ad now. March 8th, I guess the current week's ad now, March 8th through the 14th. St. Patrick's Day is coming up next week, so be gearing up for that. Andrew in the meat department's already got Skylark Flats or Points Classic Corned Beef Brisket, only $3.98 a pound, so definitely load up on that when you can. Fresh 85% lean ground round, only $3.38 a pound. Hormel Natural Choice pork loins. There is a mistake in our ad. Those things happen. It's not chops, it's loins, $1.98 a pound. Rump roast. This is, of course, is Grocery Cart's Premium Age Choice Certified Angus Beef Rump Roast, $3.98 a pound. So cool weather items, warm weather items. Grill some burgers with that 85% lean. That's my favorite way to use the 85%, among many other things like tacos and other great items. So definitely pick up some of that for many meal options this week. We also have Frank's sauerkraut in a 2-pound bag, $1.78 each. Why do we have that on ad? We don't usually sport that necessarily. I think we'll have cabbage, but there are some concerns that the cabbage supply will be a little light due to weather in Texas recently. Those are just the honest truths, and we got to do the best we can. Doesn't mean go in and hoard up on cabbage. It means we just might not have as much, and we might not be able to support it in our ad this St. Patrick's Day. So definitely maybe think of some alternatives like Frank's sauerkraut in a bag, $1.78. Let's see, we've got Best Choice boneless, skinless chicken thighs, 2.5-pound bag, frozen, great for the freezer, $4.98 each. We've got Farmland smoked sliced bacon at the GK Meat Department, $3.98 each. Hopping on over to the dairy deals this week, we've got refrigerated pure leaf tea, 3 varieties, 59 ounces, $1.88. Best Choice yogurt, 6 ounces, 3 for $1, among many other great specials in that GK Dairy. Frozen Foods Month is continuing. We're back to our normal size ad this week. Pillsbury toaster strudels, 2 for $4. Devour meals, $3.48. Pick Sweet Farms vegetables, 4 for $5, and much, much more in that ad to choose from. Always want to remind you of the orange tag deals, which are temporary price reductions that we work hard at obtaining and using those extra discounts we might get from manufacturers and the warehouse and extending them to you, our customers. So be looking for those orange tag temporary price reductions throughout the store as you shop. Grocery savings at the GK. Village Hearth hot dog or hamburger buns, 8 count, $1.98 each. Frito-Lay variety packs, $6.98 each. Ruffles by Frito-Lay, $2.48 each. Barilla pasta, 4 for $5. Pepsi 24-pack cans, $7.98 each, and much, much more on that side of the vendor community. Always great pop deals and chip deals in the GK. Continuing on the grocery savings, General Mills select variety cereals, $3.48 each. Kellogg cereals, $3.98 each for the family size varieties. Star-Kissed Chunk Light Tuna, only 68 cents each. Hamburger, chicken, or tuna helper, great with that hamburger we mentioned earlier, and the tuna I just mentioned, 98 cents each for the helpers this week. We've got something for your pets as well, Alpo Prime Cuts or Come and Get It dog food, 16 pounds, $8.98. Purina Kitten Caboodle cat food, 16 pounds for the original, $10.98. So definitely pick those up for your pets' needs as well. Farm fresh produce, Brayburn apples, $1.18 a pound. Tomatoes on the vine, $1.48 a pound. Extra large green bell peppers, 2 for $1. Baby carrots in a 1-pound bag, 98 cents each. 3-pound yellow onions, 2 for $3. Best Choice gold potatoes, 5 pounds, 2 for $4. And celery, 2 for $3. So a lot of great deals and much more in that farm fresh produce at the GK. Fresh Deli, we've got a lot of great deals going on back there. Of course, we have the Kretschmar Black Forest ham. Kretschmar is a great meat and cheese product back in that deli. And that this week for the Black Forest ham at $6.98 a pound. The Caddy Creek Farmer cheese is only $5.98 a pound. Definitely pick up those meats and cheeses sliced the way you want it in order to make sandwiches and otherwise. So great for sandwiches, and always have great sides back in the deli as well. Our homemade frog eye salad. That sounds a little bit interesting, but it's actually a great salad for only $3.98 a pound. Makes a great side for those chicken packs by Chester's. Or the nice chicken tenders. You can always get your chicken tenders during happy hour, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day for $1. So definitely take advantage of that. Our monthly menu consists of this fine Monday. You can dine in or carry out, always with 2 sides and a drink. Well, almost always with 2 sides and a drink. Chinese this Monday. Tuesday, loaded nachos. Wednesday, turkey melt. Thursday, bull fries and gizzards are your options. And, of course, Friday, during Lent, fish or shrimp or a combo, or even a fish sandwich with 2 sides and a drink. So a lot of great options, as always, in our always fresh GK Deli. Definitely be looking out for all those great items and more at the deli. GK Bakery this week, fresh baked turnovers, 3 count, $2.98 each. Mellow Bite Donuts, 24-pack, only $2.98 each. Over in the wine and spirits section, 6-pack of Bud varieties, Busch varieties, Coors and Miller, only $6.48 each. Blue Moon, 12 packs, $14.98. Last but not least is the rewards bonus items. Definitely great priced items. Plus, you can earn a bunch of extra points to use towards free items and gas discounts. So we've got in the deli, we've got grocery carts, fresh made garlic and herb meat and cheese wraps. great for on the go or a snack or, maybe a quick lunch. Those items are always nice in that grab-and-go case. This week, those are $4.99, earn 500 points each. Halo's Clementines, 3-pound bag, $4.98, earn 600 points. Crisco vegetable or canola oil in a 128-ounce, so that's basically a gallon, $6.98 each, earn 700 points. Daisy Cottage cheese, 2 varieties, 24 ounces, $2.75, earn 300 points. Kraft macaroni and cheese 5-pack is $4.78, earn 500 points per on those. Stouffer's family size entrees in the frozen department, $7.98. Great family meal, earn 800 points per on those. Hostess bag donuts. Everybody likes the little chocolate donuts or the powdered donuts, $2.98, earn 300 points. Johnsonville cooked smoked sausage or brats, $2.98, earn 300 points. If you bought one of each item, for example, and there are no limits on these, you would spend about $38 and earn 4,000 points. So those bonus items are no joke. Definitely pick up your favorites out of those. And as I'm almost out of breath, we still have one more topic. Free products with points flyer has renewed as of today, March 8th through April 4th. You can get a new set of free items with your points here at the GK. You've got Best Choice Chunk Light Tuna, Knorr sides. We've got Old Orchard apple juice, 64 ounces, Best Choice oil in a 40-ounce container, Best Choice bread, Best Choice pasta sauce, 24-ounce can, Best Choice large dozen eggs, Always Save saltine crackers, Best Choice spring water, 24-count, Best Choice bacon, 16 ounces, select varieties, Best Choice shredded cheeses, and Totino's party pizzas. So all those items you can get free with points through April 4th, which is Easter, which is also around the corner, but next week let's not pass up St. Patrick's Day. And hope everyone has a great week. Enjoy the nice weather while it lasts, and thanks for shopping with the GK.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPVN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The morning after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle opened up to Oprah about why they abandoned royal life, Harry goes in depth in a newly released clip on CBS.
Has anybody said, I'm sorry you had to make that move, or I'm sorry you felt that you had to do that because you felt we were not supporting you?
No, sadly not. The feeling is that this was our decision, therefore the consequences are on us.
They described royal speculation about the tone of their unborn baby Archie's skin. Jury selection begins today in the trial of a former Minneapolis police officer in the death of George Floyd. Jury consultant Mark Calzaretta.
Trying to weed out people that don't have prior knowledge or feelings about this case, I think that's just going to be really, really difficult.
A Gallup poll finds 90% of Americans believe the U.S. could have its first woman president within a decade. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, a Wyoming man accidentally shot his wife this past Saturday in a small town here in Nebraska. According to law authorities, the Otto County Sheriff's Office said the man was trying to remove the magazine from a handgun when he accidentally fired the weapon Saturday and shot his wife in the stomach. The man and the woman are both 57 and were visiting a home in Unadilla, Nebraska when the shooting happened. The woman is taken to a hospital in Syracuse before being flown to a Lincoln hospital. The sheriff's office says she is expected to fully recover. A Nebraska man does not want to attend this week's hearing that will determine whether he should be sentenced to death for killing a Lincoln woman who arranged a Tinder date with him. Aubrey Trail said in a motion filed Friday that he wants to skip the hearing at the end of this week that will determine his sentence. The 54-year-old was convicted in 2019 of first-degree murder and conspiracy in the November 2017 death and dismemberment of 24-year-old Lincoln store clerk Sidney Loof, who disappeared after arranging a date with him. Loof's body parts were found in 14 pieces in ditches along a state highway weeks after her disappearance.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, Here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking the NBA All-Star festivities in Atlanta. It was Team LeBron defeating Team Durant 170-150. Milwaukee's Giannis Antetokounmpo was named MVP with 35 points on 16 of 16 from the field. The halftime show featured the slam dunk contest won by Anthony Simons of the Portland Trailblazers, while Golden State Warriors star Steph Curry won the three-point shooting contest. In NBA news, the Brooklyn Nets have signed veteran forward Blake Griffin to the league minimum after he and the Detroit Pistons agreed to a buyout. On Friday, college basketball, Michigan State ended its regular season with a upset of number 2 Michigan 70-69. Wolverines finished the regular season 19-3. Spartans posted 3 wins over top 5 teams in their final 6 games to try and get into the NCAA tournament. Number 3, Baylor wrapped up its season with a 88-73 win over 18th-ranked Texas Tech. Bears finished the regular season 21-1. Number 5, Iowa beat number 25 Wisconsin 77-73.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures working up into the lower 70s for today with sunny to partly cloudy conditions. Then for tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 41. Tuesday's highs pushing up to 78 degrees with abundant sunshine. On Wednesday, a slight chance for a morning shower, cooler back to 51 degrees. Lower winds breezy from the north. Thursday's highs in the upper 40s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office on the north side of the square in Broken Bow. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Thank you, Janet. It is 31 degrees outside. We'll call it partly cloudy. There's cloud cover up there right now, the kind of shielding the sun, but it's still very, very nice out there. Light north breeze, barometric pressure up 1 point at 30.11, humidity at 87%. High yesterday, 71, with an overnight low of 27. Sunrise today occurred at 7:02, sunset at 6:37, sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:01. No measurable precipitation, as we mentioned. It's pretty dry out there. They do have some red flag advisories out there for watching for burning materials, grass fires, and so forth. So be careful out there and take care. That's a look at weather and news. We'll have more for you right after this.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers built for business and powered by Intel Core processors. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more. All with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast, free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. Again, that's 877-ASK-DELL.
Since Election Day, more than 5 million people have downloaded the Newsmax TV app on their smartphone. It's free, and you can watch Newsmax right away. Newsmax is on all major cable systems, smart TVs, Roku, YouTube, Xumo, and Pluto. So go to Newsmax.com for the latest news and get the Newsmax TV app to watch Sebastian Gorka, Dick Morris, Greg Kelly, Diamond and Silk, Michelle Malkin, and Mike Huckabee. Everyone is talking about Newsmax, so download the free app now.
It's 11 past the hour of 8 o'clock, and we are excited to bring you our first guest in the studio today, and that is Suzanne with Off-Broadway Assisted Living. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
Good to be seen. Thanks for letting me in the door.
You bet.
This is great.
Yes, it's great to have everybody able to come in if they like, so we appreciate your coming in and talking about Off-Broadway. Now, it's been 70 degrees the last couple of days, lower 70s. We're going to see maybe upper 70s tomorrow, and then back to the 50s. So have any of the clients been able to stick their head out the window or anything like that?
Yes, they've been out walking, sitting under the gazebo, getting some sunshine. I think they're really, our community members are really enjoying it.
Yeah. Wasn't yesterday wonderful?
It was a perfect day, even for calving and just being outside. You can't get much better than that.
No. Birds are chirping, the wind wasn't blowing. It was just about right, sitting in the shade or in the sun, whichever you preferred. So I'm glad the folks that live at Off-Broadway could get a peek of that. We'll get a little bit wet and cooler second half of this week, but Heck, it's already, we're heading towards mid-March, right?
One day closer to spring.
That's right. Bring it on.
That's right.
Well, Suzanne, we wanted to highlight whatever you wanted to visit about this morning. What'd you have on your mind?
Well, what I had on my mind was, we're still dealing with this pandemic and trying to make everybody happy as best as we can given the circumstances. And one of the things, maybe not necessarily focusing on COVID and the pandemic, but one of the things I wanted to talk about was, assisted livings and skilled facilities are, we're under these guidelines and these regulations, and a lot of folks have decided to try to care for their family member at home. Mm-hmm. And I completely understand that more than people think that I do. I really do understand that. But what I wanted to say was that, not everybody is skilled at taking care of elderly people. And it's not just passing medication. It is right now, we, because of our screening and because of how careful we are in our building, we are with our residents on a day-to-day basis. And if that resident is at home with their family on a day-to-day basis, one of the things that we are concerned about, because of some people that have said to us, I've been taking care of Dad for a year, and his care is way more than I thought it was going to be. I'm not a nurse, and their marriages are kind of suffering. They're getting down, they get short-tempered. And so I'm not just trying to be an advocate for residents, but also for families. And I just wanted to say, in spite of this pandemic, in spite of where we're at with the types of visitation that we can do, we still have people that are trained to deal with the elderly community members and helping with their needs. And so are skilled facilities. It's not just about Off-Broadway. It's about all of us in this industry together. And I just wanted the community to know that if you feel like you're caring for a loved one that's an elderly person and you're starting to feel like it's becoming, less and less enjoyable, or you feel like your temper is getting a little less, short, please give us a call, or maybe call a skilled facility and let us help deal with that. So you get to be the daughter or son or granddaughter or grandson, and we can take care of them, or a skilled facility can take care of them, and you get to be that loved one. Everybody's big fear is, I'm not going to get to see them. Well, we are able to, at Off-Broadway, like a lot of other facilities are, we're able to do those visitations. We have to follow the guidelines. We have to follow what the governor set for assisted living, with 90% of the residents getting vaccinated and 75% of the staff getting vaccinated. And I'll be honest with you, that's a hard benchmark to hit. For whatever reason, people don't want to get that COVID vaccine. But we still can do visitations, and we still are able for our residents to go to the dining room and participate in some activities and go outside. My biggest fear is that people that are trying to take care of their loved ones are getting the feeling like it's a burden, or feeling like they have just a lot of pressure, and let us help with that. We don't want it to be where somebody's in an abusive situation or a questionable situation. Let us help with that. Mm-hmm. And I think that was what my platform this morning was. I've been thinking a lot about it, and you think about even people that are shut up with their kids all the time and how your tempers get short or you get frustrated, and taking care of someone with a lot of needs can do that. We can help with respite care. We can help with, permanent move-in situation, but really it could be a lot worse. And I think in Nebraska, I really do. It's not easy. And I don't envy the governor's job, or DHHS, or the infection control people, and I don't envy anybody making these decisions. But I will say that there are a lot of still positive things that are happening, and I really believe that a community like Off-Broadway, I really believe that we're able to do some of those special things. We're still in Custer County, the sun's still shining, and we're still able to go outside and enjoy it. It's not perfect, but given the circumstances, I really feel like we could be in a lot worse place.
I'm glad you brought this up. And Suzanne, where your service fits in, you mentioned, we have several different facilities that specialize in different areas of taking care of, our seniors. Your facility is for folks who still are, pretty much active and still want to be social. And they also, I think, correct me if I'm out of line here, but as long as they can, they want to be independent. And certainly living where they do with you, they have the best of both worlds. They're independent. If we didn't have COVID, they could hop in the car and go and do what they want to do. But there are limitations right now that are hopefully going to go away. And so you have the people who are taking care at home. They want to do it. Their heart's in the right place, but it can work or it can't work. It's kind of like, I've always been amazed for married couples that can work together at the same job, maybe run a business or work in the same place. I always think that's kind of unique because most of us as married people, we don't end up being able to do that. Even though we love our spouses very much, it doesn't always work to work with them. But the folks that you have, they kind of want to have their own life and space where they can, depending on where they're at in that point in their life. So I think what you brought up is very important on both sides. The folks who are taking care and some of the folks who might be happier living independently with you, and still being able to have that daughter and son come in and have that special family time without any tension.
That's correct. We ranch together. Brian and I ranch together, been married 30 years, and, we have a lot of the same interests, but you still need a little space. And that's good for us. And, with this pandemic, we're still having to follow the guidelines and still have visitation set up and all of that. But for everybody to have that healthy space, you hear about people comparing assisted living and nursing care, like the skilled facilities right now, like they're imprisoned almost because of the way visitation is, and they can't go do a lot of things. But yet, what I'm talking about today is if you feel like you're taking care of an elderly person, and you feel like you just can't do it anymore, or you feel like I am getting a little short-tempered, or I'm getting tired, just consider giving, not just off-Broadway. I mean, I'm here to promote off-Broadway. I love off-Broadway, but it's our area facilities as well. We're all in this together. We care about our elderly community members, and I just don't want it to be where families feel out of fear with the pandemic or out of fear of guilt that they have to take care of a loved one. There are options still available. We read all the time, and we're updated all the time on what our guidelines are and what we can't and can't do. But I still wanted to talk today just about being an advocate for those who just feel like they have to do this and they have to do it alone. There's facilities in Custer County right here in Broken Bow that I will be an advocate for because we are doing the best we can. We are in this industry right now, and it is a tough industry to be in. It is a very tough industry to be in, and we don't enjoy and we don't like all of these restrictions and regulations, but every person who is in this industry is in it because they have a servant's heart, and we care about elderly people, and we just don't want to set families up to fail. At Off-Broadway right now, we can do a respite care program, so we can have people who maybe they need to go to a doctor's appointment, but they're not able to take an elderly person, their mom with them or their dad with them. So we're set up that we can do that.
Okay.
And they don't have to give us a ton of notice. The room is set up and ready. You don't have to bring anything but your clothes, your meds, and a few personal things because it's a short-term stay. It's just brief stay. Or if you just feel like you mentally need that break, that's what we want to do. We're not in it to... you don't make a ton of money at doing that, but we want to be a resource because we want people to know if they're at their wits' end, we'd rather they call us in a jiff than yell at their mom and feel bad later for it.
Okay. All right. So they just, if they have questions about what you brought up, give you a call, set up a time to visit. And,
Yes.
okay.
We'd
All right.
love to visit.
All right. Very good.
Yes. We, in spite of the pandemic, we are still trying to celebrate birthdays and anniversaries, and we are never going to take the place of family, and we know that. But the bonding that has happened with some of our community members, with some of our staff, has really just blown my mind, and it's been really neat to see. And we, I have bottle lambs that I've brought in, training Lucy, a little wonder dog, to be like a compassionate care dog. So we're doing some things like that on top of just getting outside and getting in the fresh air and the sunshine. We're not all just cooped up. Not everybody's staying in their room. It's not like that. It's as open as we can be given the circumstances.
All right. And hopefully we're headed in the right direction with the pandemic situation. And not everybody's going to get vaccinated. We know that. I think the last figures I saw was 1 in 5 say they won't. We've got to get over that hump for those that will and get things open back up. So it's certainly a personal choice, and not everybody's going to get vaccinated. So that will maybe slow things down a little bit, but then again, we have to get everybody vaccinated that wants to be, right?
Right.
And that may take a while. This is one time it's nice to be over 65. Because you're at the top of the list rather than the bottom.
Right.
If you want to have the vaccination.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, they just call and set up a time to talk about temporary stay, or do you have some rooms available for folks who want to consider making that move?
We do. We have some 1-bedroom apartments that are being refurbished that are, I'll be honest with you, the paint, the new flooring, the new linoleum, it's looking really spiffy. And we have a very supportive board, and we have staff that want the building to look just as nice as Off-Broadway has always looked. And so working really hard on that. But yes, we have some 1-bedroom apartments that are available, and I have just a couple studio apartments available. And if you need a respite stay, if you need just a short-term stay and you need that break, please don't hesitate to call us. Our number's in the book. You can look on the website, 872-2522, and just give us a call, and we'll try to work with you on this and get you through some tough times maybe.
All right. It's good to see you, Suzanne.
Good to see you guys. It's like I love coming in here. I just can't believe it's finally here. You know,
yeah.
It's great. Thank you.
You bet. We'll do our diligence here and take the Clorox and wipe things down and try to keep that going between guests. And we still are wearing masks ourselves around here, but we think when we're on the air, it works a little better to be able to not have the mask on. So we'll wipe the mic down and do all those sorts of things that you guys are doing all the time.
Oh, yes. Yes. Our COVID has created positions and created things, and we just have to just keep rolling with the punches. That's all we can do. We just can't change it. We just have to learn to live with it and do the best we can.
Well, Suzanne, you're a rancher, agriculturist. An uphill climb is not new to you.
Goodness, no, but we, and the thing is, being in Custer County, we've all been through some tough times. We've had blizzards and flooding, and now this pandemic, and it's not just Nebraska strong, it is Custer County strong, and we are all in this together. We really are. We're in this community together, this county together, this industry together, and I think we all want the same thing. And yes, it's Custer County strong. It's not just Off-Broadway. It's all of us.
Well said.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. Thank you, Suzanne. You're going to come back and see us sometime?
I'd love to. Thank you.
You bet. We'll take a time out.
It's officially here. Your last chance at winter clearance savings at Bo Bootery. Come and see us to save between 50 and 75% off selected winter merchandise. Warmer weather is coming, so we need to make some room for spring styles. Come and shop for some winter styles that you can wear next year. With savings like this, you don't want to miss out. 50 to 75% off selected winter merchandise this week at Bo Bootery. And peek at what's new for spring, too. at Bow Bootery on the Square in Broken Bow.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
At Universal Insurance in Broken Bow, Nate and Jack are ready to go to the ends of the universe for you to make insurance a breeze. Want to get your products and service through text on your phone? They can do that. Want to pick up the phone and talk to them? Of course, they're ready to answer. Want to have a cup of coffee and talk about anything under the sun? You guessed it, they can do that too. No matter how you want them to be there for you, you can expect friendly, personal service paired with great products at Universal Insurance in Broken Bow.
Having computer problems? Don't take it out on your computer equipment. Call Mark Phillips with Central IT in Broken Bow, 872-6600. He offers computer sales, repair, and on-site service. Is your computer slow or infected with a virus? Mark can clean it up. Whether it's a home system or the networking of an office, Central IT is ready to help.
Call Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency at 308-836-2201.
It is 8:34, and Joyce is in from Runza.
Good morning.
It's good
It
to
seems
see
like
you.
it's been a long time since I've been in.
Well, it has been. I don't know if it goes all the way back to the first part of March, but certainly we started changing things in April and May around here.
Right, yeah.
So
glad to be back.
Glad to have you back. We always enjoy talking to you on the phone, but this is much better.
Well, good. Thank
Yeah.
you. Good to see both of you in the flesh.
Yes.
Thanks.
It's good to see those fish sandwiches, too.
Well, we're selling a lot of those fish sandwiches. Fish has arrived,
Yes.
definitely. It's that North Pacific cod, very large fillet, comes with lettuce, tartar, and American cheese. Of course, we can change that up or leave something off, add something on, whatever you'd like, no bun. Just a very popular fish sandwich. I had a gentleman from Callaway tell me yesterday he'd made 3 trips over here to get fish, so that's a good sign.
It's a real good sign. It's
Yeah.
worth a trip, too, by the way. Yeah.
So, yes, we will have those through Easter and probably a little bit after that. So, but actually that's not that far off. So we've had them for a little bit, and they're probably on the downhill slide. So,
You ever think about putting Velveeta on the fish?
that would be good. I would like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Just keep making it the way you do, Joyce. That'd be my
That's right.
suggestion.
He's not a Velveeta person, is he?
Well,
for dip, I mean, I love the Velveeta dip.
Yeah.
Throw a can of Rotel in there. Nothing better. But for sandwiches,
You don't
just
like it for grilled cheese? Oh.
Well, yeah, grilled cheese
Makes the
is
best
okay.
grilled cheese,
yeah,
Velveeta.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Mhm.
If you're going to melt it, Velveeta's great.
Uh-huh.
But I think Dave actually just takes off a chunk of Velveeta and just throws it on cold. Something.
or just
you can
eats
do
it.
that,
Yeah.
or you can take dill pickles and
Roll it.
roll them up and eat.
Wow.
Yeah, but one thing that Veronica up at the hospital said the other day when she was on the air, you guys talk an awful lot about cheese.
Yeah, we do. I don't know why. I think I told her well, it's because we've been accused of being cheesy anyway.
Yes.
So,
Well, you can have the cheese. You can have it with or without cheese. I think.
Exactly,
Can't you?
exactly. So, yep, don't miss that fish because it's here for a limited time. Also, of course, we have our Reuben Runza going right now, and that has just
Has it?
sold like crazy. In fact, when Kevin talked to our home office, Runza National, the other day, first thing they said was, how are things in the Reuben capital? So I guess we're at the top of the list for the number of Reubens sold.
Nice.
Yeah, which surprised us, but we knew we were selling an awful lot of them. But yes, we start with that original Runza, and then we cut that open and add more meat. We add corned beef and sauerkraut to that original Runza, and then throw on the Swiss cheese and the Blackstone sauce, which is similar to a Thousand Island. And it's a fantastic Runza. People are absolutely loving it.
Sounds good. What a great matchup with the Runza. That just sounds like it fits perfect.
It does.
Yeah.
It does fit perfect. Yes. And being a Nebraska invented product, I guess I would say the Reuben was created in Omaha, Nebraska. And so I guess I really didn't know that until we got the history and put these on the menu. So another Nebraska product item.
Yeah. I guess I would have thought it was like started in Germany or Yugoslavia or something.
And I guess I always thought it started like back east somewhere. but-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And it has, I think I talked about this last time, but it has on it what we call the Blackstone sauce. And that is actually, it's just a little different than Thousand Island. Thousand Island is what you get with most Reubens and when you make it at home or something. But the original Reuben sandwich was created at the Blackstone Hotel in Omaha, which I understand is open again now. But that Blackstone sauce, Runza acquired that recipe from the son of the chef at the Blackstone when that Reuben was created. So
Good story there too.
yeah, it's fun. So of course we have clam chowder going on right now on Fridays during Lent.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're staying away from meat on Fridays, remember we have that fish sandwich and we also have that clam chowder. We are looking for some help, some part-time or full-time help, kind of whatever the right person's availability would be. We can visit with them and make that work out for both of us. So you can go to runza.com and apply. You can come in and pick up a paper application. If you have more questions before you apply, feel free to call and ask us, and we can get you headed in the right direction. April 13th, we're about a month out from that, but that will be our Runza Feeds the Need fundraiser, which we do for the local food pantry. So keep that in mind.
Good time.
It's been
of
a
year
tough
for
year for a lot of people, and we need to get those shelves restocked at the food pantry. So that's one way that Runza can help do that. So coming up on April 13th. And if you're holding on to some of that 4-county cash back, get that spent. That's winding down quickly. But I know there's still certificates out there that people have not spent. So look in your billfolds, look in your purse, look in the console between the seats of your car. I don't know. That's where we find those kind of things.
Well, I think a lot of those expire, in June?
Yes, I believe they expire in June. Okay. So a lot have been spent, but we know there's some that have not. So anyway, look for that 4-county cash. That was done about a year ago with Custer Economic Development. And you bought $50 worth and got $75 from a lot of area businesses. And so we need to get those kind of wrapped up and get that money spent.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to highlight that you didn't get to yet?
Just wanted to mention, of course, we still have our chili and cinnamon rolls. Soup will be going through the end of March. So we're not far off from soup ending. So we do have a few people that like to buy some extra and get it in their freezers. So remember that time is coming quickly. We do have our homemade chili every day and potato bacon soup every day. And then we have a rotating schedule of broccoli cheese on Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And, of course, now during Lent, instead of broccoli cheese on that Friday, that's when we slip the clam chowder in there. And then Wisconsin cheese is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. So if you want any of those, and cinnamon rolls will end the end of March as well. And I know we have people that pick up cinnamon rolls and put them in their freezers. So those items are winding down, but that's a good sign of spring.
It is. And speaking of that, we're getting ready to have spring golf and track. You see a lot of Subway sandwiches at track meets.
Yes.
And so I imagine you're getting ready for that. And then also people are going to be getting together, especially outside when we have this kind of weather, so they can order up the frozen Runzas and have gatherings and thaw those out and heat them up. And
yes, you can do. Of course, we can do. I'm glad you mentioned that. We can do separate orders, bag orders separate. If like you're going to the field or going to the track meets or whatever, those Runzas can be bagged separate in meals. Also, like you said, we do have the frozen Runzas. If you're going to take them a little ways, or if you aren't wanting them that particular day, pick up the frozen Runzas, pop them in the microwave for about 2.5 minutes, and they're ready to go to the field. So those work very well.
All right. Also, chicken sandwiches just seem to sound really good this time of year in spring, and you have several different ways you do those as well.
We do, and we've had a little bit of change, so I'm glad you've asked about that. We now have what we call our classic chicken sandwich. It's changed a little bit. The classic has lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise. So it used to be a honey mustard on those, and we've changed. We had several different chicken sandwiches, and we can still make those if you had a favorite, but to try to streamline things a little bit, we've kind of focused in on the classic, which lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise. And we hadn't been you hadn't seen those chicken sandwiches on our menu for a year or two, but they have come back on.
Oh, good.
We had them, but they weren't being promoted because they weren't real happy with the manufacturer and the chicken breast they were getting. But that problem has been ironed out, and so they're back on our menu.
All right. And salads?
All kinds of salads. Yep.
Yeah.
We have the, of course, our Southwest salad, which comes with that crispy chicken. We also have our sweet berry salad that has the cranberries and walnuts. The one I eat almost every day is the buffalo chicken salad that has feta cheese, buffalo sauce, ranch, and chicken on that one. I kind of sub and do beef on it instead of chicken.
You do?
That's been my go-to lately. So,
it says something, Brent, when the folks who work there almost every day are eating their own products, because you have enough different variety there. Or like Joyce, you kind of indicate you're like a lot of us. We get one thing that we stick with for a while, and we might change down the road.
It is, yeah. Yep, I try to make it pretty healthy, and I can do that with that buffalo salad. So
you can eat healthy at Runza, no doubt about it.
There's a lot of healthy options there. You just have to make wise choices.
Yeah. Or if you're just feeling like you don't care, go ahead and
there's a lot of good choices there, too.
Hey, I'm a sports guy. Statistics are a huge part of sports. Okay. Have you got stats yet on Temperature Tuesday? Was this did this go beyond what you have done in years past?
I do. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
So we had those 2 Temperature Tuesdays that were just crazy cold. Not the last one, but the 2 before. And the first one, it was company-wide, 83,000 and some runs were sold that day. And, that day they talked about, afterwards it came out, it wasn't huge problems. Well, maybe in some places it was. But in eastern Nebraska, the traffic and stuff that was backed out and into the interstates and so forth was unbelievable. We obviously don't have that here. Then I think all that publicity pushed it even higher. So then that next Temperature Tuesday, company-wide, we did 93,539.
Oh, my gracious.
So you were talking about 180,000 in the 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
And kind of funny, it was probably, again, more for our friends in the eastern part of the state. But after the first Temperature Tuesday, we got an email saying, do what you have to do to work with the authorities to help control traffic. So if you need to hire people to direct traffic to keep it off of the main thoroughfares, like in Lincoln and Omaha, do what you can do to make it work for everybody so traffic isn't backed up.
And I know we've talked about this before, but this just amazes me. If it would have been 10 degrees,
the
Runza would have cost a dime,
there would not have been.
The traffic would not have been a problem.
Not at all.
And that just blows my mind.
Exactly.
The word free just
it's crazy.
Just like it freaks people out when they hear free.
And you get up to 20 cents and it's even less.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's just absolutely, it was just the temperature. I know it was absolutely horrid for all of us. But it couldn't have hit on better days of the week to work with Runza's promotion. And it brought us a lot of publicity, statewide, nationwide, just because of those extremely cold temperatures and tied into Temperature Tuesday. And thinking back several years back, we did not have a Tuesday that was below zero. And so that year, I think the last 2 weeks, they said, we'll take the temperature, we'll find a place in Alaska that's below zero, and that will be the temperature we'll use, because we wanted some free Tuesdays. But this year, that was not the problem. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It was crazy. But, and of course, those Lincoln and Omaha restaurants were selling so many more than we were. It was crazy. But but then you figure the per capita, and it's like, oh, we were right up there. It's just.
Take the population.
Yeah,
wow.
right. So,
well, it's a great promotion. We did drop an email to Becky Parrott and thanked her for another well-run campaign. And she sent back, she said, thank you. It's been a little crazy.
Yes, it was. They start sending out emails just about a week in advance when they're looking at predictions and said, be ready, order your supplies and be ready, because it's going to be a huge one, which we're already figuring that out, but it's nice that you get reminders.
Yep. Well, thanks, Joyce.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it. And folks, be listening in April for those days where you can enjoy Runza and leave some money at the food bank as well.
Exactly. So we'll promote that more as we get closer to that time, but thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
Good to be back.
Good.
Thank you.
Good to have you back. We'll take a time out.
This is Stephanie Setta with Rifle Creek Cattle Company. I would like to invite you to our purebred Charolais bull sale, March 13th, 2021. We have an impressive offering of 2-year-old virgin registered Charolais bulls. We have a good selection of AI bulls from DCCRJ Tank and MJNS Tiago. Lineages from LT Patriot and Ledger, LKD Upgrade, and our Cavingese favorite, Pendleton. For the first time in 20 years, the sale will be hosted at the Rifle Creek Ranch Sale Facility west of Anselmo, Nebraska. Complimentary lunch at 11 a.m. with the sale starting at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sale will broadcast live at dvauction.com, and make sure you register prior to the sale. If you would like to request a catalog, call 308-749-2553. Send us a message on our Facebook page or visit our website at riflecreekcattlecompany.com. See you March 13th at 11 a.m. at the ranch west of Anselmo, Nebraska. We look forward to being a part of your cattle business.
Have you seen any finches in your backyard? If not, then you need to get to AeroSeed and pick up their special finch blend. AeroSeed offers 9 different varieties of bird seed to attract almost any type of bird to your feeder. Available in economically priced bulk quantities from 1 pound to 50, you can get as much or as little as you need at a great price. If you need a feeder, AeroSeed carries a good variety of those as well. To attract and keep birds in your yard, stop into AeroSeed in Broken Bow today.
Are your aches and pains preventing you from doing the things you love? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. We offer complete one-on-one physical therapy for you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy is known as the best hands in town, and we will help you achieve your goals and keep you moving in 2021. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, Varney Health Mart, is excited for spring. Go see their stock of fun spring items like garden and house flags, mailbox covers, and accessories like flag stakes, flag poles, and brackets. Plus, they're all on sale at 20% off. These spring items have beautiful colors for your home to celebrate spring. Visit Varney Health Mart in downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
It is 10 minutes before the hour, and we have, as we have had recently, lots of jobs to talk about and other functions that are going on. A few changes I think you're going to like to the Knights of Columbus drive-through fish fry coming up March 12th and the 26th of this month. The drive-through style fish fry will consist of fish. How about fish, shrimp, and 2 sides? And it will be held at the Broken Bow St. Joseph's Parish Center. But they've changed it to a free will donation. They did have a just regular price on the meal. It's now a free will donation that will be from 5:30 until 7 p.m., March 12th and March 26th. Now, you can call ahead if you would like and order ahead at 870-1360, but that is not necessary. Just get in line and drive through March 12th and 26th. The 12th would be this Friday, and then towards the end of March, a Friday there for you to do that. In years past, of course, they've been able to have them all over the area in different locations, but this one more year, hopefully, due to the pandemic, it's going to be a drive-through, but now a free will donation, and you don't need to call ahead, but you can if you like at 870-1360.
I want to let you know that Anselmo Public Schools is currently looking for a full-time custodian. Day shift, you'd be working 9:30 to 6, Monday through Friday, hourly wage plus premium health insurance benefits, or if you elect not to take health insurance, it says hourly rate could go up to $25 per hour. So if you're interested, you need to contact Logan Lightfoot at the Anselmo Schools. The school number 308-643-2224, 643-2224. You can also email him at Logan, Logan .lightfoot@amcoyotes.org.
Give Gibbons Electric LLC a call in Ansley for your jobs, big or small. We're talking electricity here now. Being safe and having the right installation is very, very important. And Andy now has a shop location on the main street of Ansley and ready to go to work for you with any residential, commercial, agricultural, electrical jobs. And he offers 15 years of experience and is eager to work for you. Call him at 308-763-1193, 308-763-1193. And you can also go to their website, WeDon'tMonkeyAround.com. And I'd like to remind everyone the importance of not plugging in those space heaters with an extension cord during cold months. Now, we're in a nice warm spell here now, but we might use some heaters to maybe take the chill off when we get back down into the 50s during the day and lower than that during the night. So make sure you don't have an extension cord on those heaters, if at all possible. And if you do, it needs to be very, very heavy duty. Just feel that cord, and that will let you know that there's a lot of heat in there that you don't want to mess with. So thanks to Andy for that recommendation, and thanks for being here in Custer County. The number again is 308-763-1193, 1193 or go to their website, wedon'tmonkeyaround.com.
I try to get through that without chuckling, but I can't. I just can't. Hey, here's another job opportunity for you. The Broken Bow Housing Authority is currently seeking to fill the position of Executive Director to provide leadership and direction to all aspects of the Broken Bow Housing Authority operations. The Housing Authority manages 40 apartments and 45 homes located in the city of Broken Bow, as well as 20 apartments at Husker Homes in Ansley. The executive director would work directly with the Board of Commissioners and would oversee a staff of 5. The successful candidate should have a passion for quality customer service and a solid knowledge of regulatory environment, must have a high school diploma or equivalent, a degree in business or public administration or finance, and or experience in a related field would be preferred. This is a full-time position. And if you're interested, they ask that you please submit a one-page letter of interest and a resume that includes salary history and 3 professional references. You can submit documents to the Broken Bow Housing Authority at 825 South 9th Avenue, Broken Bow, zip code 68822. You can send it by mail or just deliver it in person. And this full listing is posted for you on sandhillsexpress.com.
And Becky Daly responding in the chat box this morning, she would be happy to give us a ride in her new golf cart.
Nice.
That is if her grandkids aren't there, because they're going to get first dibs on that.
I'm sure.
But
and rightfully so.
Exactly. More jobs available. Pate's Farm Service in Litchfield has job openings, full or part-time, for diesel technicians and or farm hands. Shop duties would include maintaining, diagnosing, and repairing farm equipment. Associate degree in diesel or automotive technology preferred but not required. Some of the farm duties would include working with cattle, fencing, operating and maintaining equipment, and may require some time helping with repairs or even paperwork in the shop. Competitive pay based on experience. Benefits for full-time applicants include paid holidays and vacation, health savings account benefits, and a group health insurance available. Call Heather at 308-293-1004. That's 308-293-1004. Pate's Farm Service looking for full or part-time workers. And again, those details are listed on Sandhills Express on the jobs page.
Yeah, and as we go through some of these live reads this morning, you'll notice there are just a lot of job opportunities that are posted right now. And again, you can go to sandhillsexpress.com, as Dave mentioned, go to the employment page, and you'll be able to find everything that we're reading about here this morning. We had an opportunity to visit with Brooke at the Callaway Good Life Center a few days ago here on The Breakfast Show, and they want to remind you about their special mini job fair that they're going to host in search of RNs, LPNs, and CNAs to help at the Callaway Good Life Center. And this will be coming up on Thursday from 9 until 4, and they're going to hold it at the Callaway Community Center. So I want to stress that. This won't be at the Good Life Center. They'll have it at the Callaway Community Center on Thursday from 9 to 4. There will be light snacks and drinks with an opportunity to fill out an application and even have an interview right there on the spot. They also want to announce that they will be offering some nice sign-on bonuses as well. $5,000 for RNs, $3,500 for LPNs, and $1,000 for CNAs, paid out in increments of 90 days, 6 months, and a year. They will also have other departments available, such as dietary and environmental services. So if you're interested in working at the Callaway Good Life Center, we encourage you to head on over, if you can, for the mini job fair this Thursday from 9 to 4 at the Callaway Community Center. But if you're not able to attend and still interested, please contact Brooke at the Callaway Good Life Center. The phone number is 308-836-2267.
More jobs. Help wanted full-time. Sargent Pipe Company at North First Avenue in Broken Bow. They are accepting applications for general labor and machine operators. They offer insurance and 401k benefits. They are an equal opportunity employer. They would like you to apply in person at 114 North First Avenue in Broken Bow. Also, you can go online to sergeantpipe.com, and this listing is also on the employment page on Sandhills Express. Again, that's full-time, and they're looking for general labor and machine operators at Sergeant Pipe Company at 114 North 1st Avenue in Broken Bow, or go online to sergeantpipe.com. Also, Sergeant Drilling Company in Broken Bow is looking for help and accepting applications for full-time employment. They offer competitive wages, holiday and vacation pay, health insurance, and a 401k. Now, a good driving record is required, and a CDL is preferred. If you don't have a CDL, might be a good idea to start working to get one, because this is going to open up that job at Sergeant Drilling. You can apply in person at their office at West Highway 2 in Broken Bow, or call 872-5125. Sergeant Drilling Company is an equal opportunity employer, and they would love to talk to you about these positions. Call them at 872-5125. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBVN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle tell Oprah part of the reason they left the UK was speculation when she was pregnant with Archie.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
In her exclusive interview on CBS, Oprah asked Harry,
Did you leave the country because of racism?
It was a large part of it.
Meghan says the pressure led to suicidal thoughts. Jury selection begins in the trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin in the death of George Floyd. CBS's Michael George.
Chauvin is charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter for Floyd's death. Today, a judge will consider adding a third-degree murder charge that could delay the trial.
Update on the president's COVID relief bill from CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
We expect the House will pass the Senate's version of this bill tomorrow, but here at the White House, they're not resting on their laurels. No sense of complacency here as they prepare for passage of this.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
NBA All-Star Evening is in the books. Warrior star Steph Curry won the three-point shooting contest. Anthony Simons of the Trailblazers won the slam dunk competition. And in the actual NBA All-Star game, Team LeBron beat Team Kevin Durant 170-150. Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo scored 35 points on 16 of 16 shooting from the field. He was named the All-Star Game's MVP. In other NBA news, the Nets are signing six-time All-Star forward Blake Griffin to a deal reportedly for the veteran minimum. He agreed to a buyout from the Pistons on Friday. College hoops action in the Big Ten. Michigan State upsets second-ranked Michigan in the regular season finale. Third-ranked Baylor improved to 21-1 with their 70-64 win over 18th-ranked Texas Tech. Winthrop took the Big South Tournament championship, while 20th-ranked Loyola of Chicago won the Missouri Valley Conference title.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures working up into the lower 70s for today with sunny to partly cloudy conditions. Then for tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 41. Tuesday's highs pushing up to 78 degrees with abundant sunshine. On Wednesday, a slight chance for a morning shower, cooler back to 51 degrees. Lover winds breezy from the north. Thursday's highs in the upper 40s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Nothing beats a sale like an anniversary sale. Custer Electric and Irrigation's 4th anniversary sale, to be exact. March celebrates 4 years as your electrician, Zematic dealer, and pivot specialist, and Lance is ready to give back to you as thanks for 4 wonderful years. NF tracks are on sale at unheard of prices, and all irrigation and electrical parts are 10% off through the month of March. Call for the information on those sales or to get scheduled for pivot inspections. Spring weather is upon us, and Custer Electric's 47-point inspection process and guarantee will leave you peace of mind that your pivots will run well when needed. Now is also the time to demo NF Tracks and FieldNet products, so call today as demos are limited. With the Zematic by Lindsay technologies, you can count on being ahead of the game with prices that are fair to you. Go celebrate the 4-year anniversary with whole house sales. Call Lance at 880-1507. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:04 is your time, thanks to Custer Electric and Irrigation. And I should note that we've been reading job openings there as well. And I think Brent has information on that. We may as well just bring that to you at this time.
Yeah, you bet, Dave. Do you enjoy working with your hands, working outdoors, and being part of a team to see a job through? Well, if so, Custer Electric and Irrigation is hiring starting immediately. Ideal candidate will have experience in some of the following: irrigation, electrical, welding, fabrication, mechanic and diesel knowledge, or a CDL. Experience is preferred, but it's not necessary. Willing to train the right candidate. Pay will be based upon work ethic and experience. So come be a part of the team at Custer Electric and Irrigation, where you can experience the difference. If interested, contact Lance today at 308-880-1507. Again, that's 880-1507, Custer Electric and Irrigation.
9:05 is your time. Yet to come, we'll be visiting with Mo with Ideal Realty, and we'll be giving away a $25 gift card to the Sargent Corner Market. Right now, we want to talk about Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow. Suzanne Glendy was talking earlier about all the great facilities we have for different segments of our senior population. This is certainly a very important one, and they have taken every measure possible to keep their residents and staff safe during this pandemic time, and following all the recommendations from the CDC as well as the DHHS to protect their residents. And Kent's very proud of his staff for the job they have done through these very trying times, and is always looking for employees that might be interested that have those skills. So stop in or give them a call. Probably best to give them a call at Quality Senior Villages here in Broken Bow, and go to their website, look up the information, and see if they have something for you at lots of different levels there at Quality Senior Villages. If you're a warm-hearted person who wants to help and have skills, Kent would be interested in talking to you at Quality Senior Villages. Also, this morning, I want to talk a little bit about shrimp at the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow.
I thought that was like some kind of dig at my height for a moment when you said we want to talk about shrimp. So I'm glad you're going there, because I didn't know how to respond.
Well, I'm going to be honest about it. It did cross my mind, but shrimp is back. Dairy Queen of Broken Bow wants you to know that their shrimp basket is here and being well received again. People are gobbling it up, and it's a favorite. You can have fries with that, or toast, or coleslaw along with that shrimp. And make sure you stop in now until Easter, because they'll have it available and then it goes away. Also, they want to remind you that they carry fish all year long. I had one the other day. It was delicious. If you haven't had one for a while or never had, swing by and try their Alaskan fish sandwich, too. It's very, very good. And they got a really nice tartar sauce on that really hits the spot. Need something sweet to finish off your meal? Well, of course you do at the Dairy Queen. I mean, who wouldn't want to have, a big old sundae or something like that?
That's right. Give me a Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard, or the parfait, peanut butter parfait. I highly recommend that. It's got fudge in it. Well, anyway, there's lots of good things that will hit the sweet tooth with ice cream or cakes, all those sorts of things. They have mint chip shakes and mint Oreo blizzards right now. Yeah. And they are in full swing, headed towards Easter with good taste, where happy tastes good at the Dairy Queen.
There you go. Housekeeping.
Come on in.
Housekeeping. That's my lead-in for this next live read. There's a housekeeping position open.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
I got to get my slippers on.
Cobblestone Hotel and Suites. They've got a housekeeper position available, full or part-time, very flexible scheduling. Be off work by 2 o'clock, it says. Successful candidates will have a strong work ethic, good attendance, and the ability to lift more than 10 pounds. Duties will include, but aren't limited to, cleaning guest rooms, handling laundry, safely handling cleaning products, and cleaning common areas. Need reliable transportation. Scholarship opportunities for students available as well through Cobblestone Hotel and Suites. So if you're interested, just go to snagajob.com to apply, okay? That's snagajob.com to apply. If you have questions and would like to talk to someone about the position to find out more information, you can call 308-767-2060. Again, that's 767-2060. And again, you can view all the details on the employment page that you'll find on sandhillsexpress.com.
One more job opportunity here that we want to tell you about. That is at Tri-S Ag. They're looking for a full-time employee starting immediately. Progressive Farm right here in central Nebraska who raises corn, soybeans, and some alfalfa. And they're looking for a full-timer who is responsible and dependable. And some of the responsibilities will be driving tractors, servicing pivots, maintenance work on vehicles and farm equipment, very competitive based on experience, attitude, and teachability as far as the pay goes. No experience is required, though. Good place to learn the trade. Call them at 308-643-2403, or you can send your resume to Post Office Box 95, Myrna, Nebraska, 68856. That's 643-2403, or Post Office Box in Myrna, Nebraska, Post Office Box 95. And don't forget, these are listed on the employment page on sandhillsexpress.com. With all these job openings going on and all this activity around commerce, I would think that would mean housing is on the demand.
Well, yeah. If you're going to work somewhere, it's always good to have a place to live, too.
Don't want to sleep in a tent.
No.
If you don't have to. I mean, some people like to do that on weekends.
Yeah.
Mo, you can take that mask off if you like. We just disinfected for you before you came in. So,
thank you.
How you doing?
Busy.
Good. I bet you are. All these jobs and people looking for workers and people moving to town. And we've been urging folks listening to let their relatives know that live other places. We have all this job activity opportunities with pay and 401ks and retirement. And
yeah,
it's got to have a direct effect on what you're doing.
Yeah, Custer County's happening.
And, of course, we've talked about it before. Interest rates are low right now.
Still low. Crazy low.
How low will they stay for how long? You're the housing expert here.
Well, not a banker, but my crystal ball says you better get going if you're going to do it.
It won't last forever. Is that what you're saying?
Nothing ever does.
No.
So
rarely.
I mean, I don't think they're going to go drastic, right away. But they're going to start inching up. They are, because I've never seen it this low in my lifetime.
No, I was talking.
Well, that I know of.
Yeah, I was talking to my son yesterday. He lives in Chicago, and we were talking about things like that. And I said, Chris, when we bought our house in 1974, the interest rate was 7.5%. Here we are in 2021, and it's what, 3.5%, 4.5%?
Yeah, some people can get even lower than that.
I was going to say under
the 3
even. Yeah.
Sometimes it's under 3. It's dipped under 3. We moved here in 1993, and we paid 9%.
Nice. Wow, that's a big. That makes a lot of difference on a $250,000 or $150,000 house.
Yes.
Over 25 years or 30 years, whatever the loan is. So now is the time.
Yeah.
Ideal Realty's ready to go for you.
Yeah, we need some listings, though.
You actually need more houses.
I need a house to sell, Dave. So far, I was just scrolling through the website. The only houses that I have right now that do not have a contract accepted on them or a contract sitting out there. I have one that just received a contract yesterday that I need to, last night actually, that I'm going to present to my sellers today. But I have a house in Sargent and a house in Callaway. And that is it.
That's it.
So we definitely need some houses. I'm going to look at a house this Thursday to list. So maybe we'll get another one on. But I mean, we're listing them, and within 2 weeks, we have an accepted offer.
Wow, you've heard about that over the years at larger communities. I don't know that we've had things turn over that quick here for a while.
Yeah, because usually, it's broken bow. It takes
a while.
It takes a month for people to even realize it was on the market.
Yeah,
and because we're we're just a little more laid back here. I know I've gone to continuing education in Lincoln, and huge room of realtors, and the presenter one time, he goes, okay, if it hasn't sold in the first 2 weeks, what could be wrong? And I raised my hand. I go, they haven't seen it yet on my website. And they all look at me like I'm crazy out here. I go, it's a little different out here.
Right now, it's not so much different.
No.
And so you're looking for all sizes, shapes, and bedrooms and numbers.
Yes, anything you got. If you are thinking of listing, give myself or Kirsten a call, or Marion over in Callaway. We are working on. I'm actually working on now more staging, giving people ideas. I'm working on a house right now. It's going to take me a while. I wish we were closer to being done, but we're going from what it was. I'll have pictures, total gut job, and redoing it. And I'll try to stage it as much as I can because it's a vacant house. So what I can bring in depends on how much quick talking I can do to my husband to help me do that. But
boy, the folks out there, maybe they've had a project going for a while, and let's face it, you kind of ebb and flow on those kind of remodels and maybe making a house sellable. I would think the same situation goes for the folks out there that have been sitting on a house for a while because they don't have it quite done. Might be a good idea to roll.
Yeah, and you know what? If you don't have time, give me a call. I've got a set of contractors that help me out and get things done, because I know it's very hard to get a contractor. They're all super busy, and but I do have, with my property management, I have a list that they'll come in and finish up some of those little things that you just can't get to, and we can get it on the market quicker.
Yeah, or maybe if you've been contemplating, we need to move into something smaller or go to one floor, or the other way around, we need to expand. This little window here that we're in is the opportune time.
Yeah, it's kind of tough because, I just sold a house. She wants to downsize, and we cannot find anything. So, we're having a few problems, but if you're a buyer, like I said, I only have a few houses, but do need to let people know. Kirsten and I are trying to get this out there that we are realtors, so we can show other properties. We can be a buyer's agent for you. So if you're looking, you don't see anything on our website, still give us a call. We'll go through beginning to end how you buy a house, especially for those first-time home buyers. I'm working with a gentleman. We're looking at, I need to call Terry Miller. We want to look at one of her houses. So we can work with other agents. Matt Marsh has some properties. So
these surrounding towns seem like a great opportunity. You mentioned Sargent and Callaway, right?
Yes.
Well, that's about a half hour's drive to Broken Bow, or if you happen to be in Broken Bow and have a job over there, it's not a long drive.
Right.
And typically smaller communities, unless it's a real luxurious home, they're going to be a little less than they are in Broken Bow as compared to Kearney as you go, right?
Right. And even, some people are moving to the smaller towns, smaller school for their kids. Little less property tax than Broken Bow.
Yep.
You save. Yeah, it is. Gas prices are going up, so then you're weighing my property taxes versus gas coming in. It's all it's all what's best for you.
And fixing things up right now, materials are a little bit on the high side, so you've got to kind of sit down and pencil things out, and you always want to go see the banker first.
Yes, got to have that banker. Yeah. And we have great ones. In all Custer County. All the banks are good.
And they're busy, too.
They are.
Yeah.
I know. I keep sending them people, and they're like,
yeah. And
they get them in, though.
Good.
So we do have a commercial property, though. I did. We have downtown on the square, Carl Christian's building. Used to be a cellular.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got a couple people looking at it, but it is for sale, and Carl wants me to get that sold.
It's a nice little space there. Great location.
Great location, good building, good frontage. So
get a haircut right away if you need one.
Right.
Go
buy something for your house. Get a coffee.
Yep.
Next door.
Go in and make a donation to the foundation. It's all right there.
It's all there.
Insurance around the corner. But
absolutely.
That side of town has always been lively. I mean, that side of the block has always had, a lot of activity over there. So if somebody's thinking about a business, that's a good spot to be.
Yeah. I say it's great frontage. So come talk to us about that. And get to the bank, like you said, and so you can buy something. And if you're listing, again, we're happy to come help you. Look at the house, get the best amount you can for it. You can take our advice. You can leave it. We don't care. Feelings don't get hurt.
Sure.
We do market analysis, get you the most amount for your house. Some people, I know the market is tight, and I've had a few frowns on the prices I've said your house is worth because they want to bump that up. But we got to be reasonable.
Got to be realistic. How about acreages? That I wonder maybe now where people are thinking, well, maybe I need to build, get a lot or an acre or 2 acres or.
We have 13 acres on Rhino Road that is still, it's great buildable land, flat, couple different places you could build. Talk to Darcy at the county, and you can have a house every 5 acres. So this one actually could have 2 houses on it, and it does have a tree line in between. So you could put 2 houses there. You could. Acreages would be great.
Build it for yourself or build it to sell, right? Because a lot of people want to live a little ways out of town.
Yep. Well, you can build a house for you, a little house for your mother-in-law.
Maybe for your husband and your wife. You have
to just have a spare available in case you need some separation. You got the spare. It's just right across the tree line there, and
you could put a man cave on one end of the shop, and a she shed on the other end, and then live in separate houses.
I thought that's a pretty fancy dog house, is what you were talking about there for the guy.
Yeah, that would be a very fancy dog house. Beats the garage.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, unusual times, but exciting times, right?
Very much so.
You're looking for houses.
Looking for houses.
Property.
Yes.
Acreages. Even commercial.
Got to give me something to do.
Okay. Yeah, you'll get in trouble if we don't get you something to do.
Yeah, I have a hard enough time staying out of trouble.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in. Hope some houses pop up for you. May as well get them to people who want them now, right?
Absolutely. Oh, and the houses going up on Hillcrest that Andrews CDC is working on, I've been trying to help them. So if you're interested in those houses, it's income-based. I'm trying to help Andrew as people are coming to me. If I see they're qualified and this would work out best for them, I'm sending them over there. And Judy has paperwork for them to do. But that's really starting to roll. As I came in that way, and they're working on the second one. The guys are out there with framing, and so.
Yeah, and that's a good project, a very progressive project. I've also heard of rumblings of maybe people thinking about from the private sector doing some things like that as well. So stay tuned, right?
Exactly. Yes, the house that I was talking about, Mike and I are actually flipping it because it was just. It was going to be a tough sell. So I told the owner, I said, let us have a project of showing what we can do. It's kind of hard to show people this is what it can be. So I've been taking pictures all the way through.
That's a good idea. That way
we'll see.
Visualize it. And
I was showing Andrew my Ambries, what we started with and my costs going through. And, those changed because of the prices you were talking about. The lumber and everything went up a little bit.
So are you and Mike going to have your own reality show? There's a lot of this going on. They show how people flip houses. You could have a TV crew kind of follow you through, and it could be a hit. What do you think?
Yeah, my niece thinks that we should because she thinks Uncle Mike is just like Chip Gaines.
Now, there's the one show, I have to admit, every once in a while, those are fun shows to watch when they tear it into a house. The couple that got divorced that are still working together, is that?
Yes.
That seems a little tense to me. I don't know.
It's tense enough.
Yeah.
That I don't know if we could be on a show, Brent, because there'd be a lot of bleeping going on. This was my big idea. Terrible idea. Because I thought with COVID, we were going to be bored.
Oh. Yeah.
And the opposite happened. So this has been an ongoing, it's just, but we get to the house and, Mike, he's got a construction degree.
Yeah.
He's got the electrical degree. We're at the point when you're gutting it, you're at the point putting things back together. That's not my wheelhouse. When we get to painting and decoring and even drywall, I can do. I hate it, but I can do it. We're just not there. We're building walls, tearing out some concrete because, of course, I have to move the plumbing and moving the kitchen, and I want a pantry, and we're doing all this. So I'm telling him what I want. But we get to the job site, and he says, "Okay, so this is your project. So where do you want to start?
I could just
what do
hear
you
him
want to
saying this.
do?" And so I'm like, "Okay, I think we should, ABC." And he stands there and he goes, "But before we would do A, we probably need to go to C. And here's what we're going to do." And he just takes over. And it's nothing of what I said. "Why do you ask me?"
Because it makes the guy feel better. It does. When you let the lady kind of get things started.
Yeah. I feel like...
I just want you to know if it was real, I would tune in.
Oh,
I wouldn't miss an episode.
Good grief. If Mitch Hunt was still here, I'd have him come tape us.
Yeah, well, just use your phone. Have somebody follow you with the phone. And
I don't know. It gets tense.
Well, it's a great idea, and it's a good timing for this to, for people out there maybe thinking about doing some home flipping or fixing up their home and selling it. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, I would try to help as much as I could. I'm hoping this project, we are fingers crossed, is going to wrap up late spring, early summer. That's my hope. We about have everything framed, and Craig Nichols is going to come do some plumbing for us, and then the drywall starts, which I did not want to do ourselves. And my husband says, "We can do that."
Well, we'll save a little money there.
Yeah, that's what he said.
But it might, I don't know, lawyers are kind of expensive. So.
Well, when I told him I'd rather take a beating than do drywall, that evidently didn't.
He said, okay.
Evidently. I guess before every day of drywalling, I don't have to drywall. I just get a beating.
A beating will be fine. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. And keep up the good work. Let us know if there's anything we can do.
Thank you. Sure appreciate it.
All right. We'll take a timeout.
Get these great deals and St. Patrick's Day savings at the Grocery Cart. Fresh 85% lean ground round, $3.38 a pound. Premium Age Choice certified Angus beef rump roast, $3.98 a pound. Hormel center cut boneless pork chops are $1.98 a pound. Aquastar tilapia fillets are $7.58. And pick up 1 pound bags of baby carrots for 98 cents. In the deli, Kretschmar Black Forest ham is $6.98 a pound. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. That's because Rocket Mortgage can give you a verified approval. It could help your offer stand out. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers greater confidence in you. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information, appraisal, and title report. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states and MLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030.
Ready to create your own income with your own home-based business where there's no such thing as getting laid off? If a billionaire entrepreneur spent 5 years and $20 million searching for the next big trend, wouldn't you want to know what he found? If you're serious about making money from home without having to leave home, then write this down. www.goherenext.com. You decide your income. Get the facts now. GoHereNext.com.
When you work in ag, you can't have your equipment down for long. Trotter Service is your #1 partner in keeping your operation running smoothly. Whether you need a new battery, brakes, an alignment, or any other repair, they have the specialists that will get it done right. Can't get away from the farm or ranch? They offer bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to work with the farmers and ranchers of the area. Trotter's Tire Pros, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
It is 9:29, and we are going to be closing the show with our Love Local promotion. And I don't know of anybody that wouldn't want this card, $25 card, to be spent at the Sargent Corner Market.
Oh, am I eligible?
No.
Okay.
You're not. And we're going to do that in a moment. But you have one more piece of information there?
Yeah, I want to remind you about our good friend Velma at Circle V Stitch and Post. Hey, the weather's getting warmer, and as we start to get closer to spring and even into the summertime, maybe it's time to redo some things as far as promoting your business. Maybe it's time to get the staff some new shirts or new hats or whatever to promote the business. Well, Velma can put those together for you with her quality custom embroidery service. So give her a call today. She has apparel that is right there in stock for you and many catalogs that she can help you look through to find the perfect apparel for you or any item that you would like to personalize. So give her a call today to get your creation started. It's 872-6173, 872-6173 for Circle V Stitch and Post, located just north of Broken Bow out on Paulson Road.
I would imagine Velma could make a little, if Christy would bring in a little pillow to put behind her neck with her fancy new chair, she could have her name put on it.
Probably could.
Christy's pillow.
Yes. Christy's pillow for Christy's chair.
From Mark. All right, we're going to do it.
Okay,
now,
what are we going to do?
We're going to give away a $25 card to Sargent Corner Market. I want to talk a little bit about Carl's setup there. Boy, what a great store. You walk into that store, when you start going down the aisle, you think, gosh, I must be in, I don't know, Grand Island, North Platte, Kearney, someplace bigger than you would think Sargent would have, because he has expanded inside. When you get in there, they've expanded inside the store both directions. It's a top-notch supermarket. It's great. And I know they're proud of it over there, and I know that the Sargent community loves having that quality of a store in their community. It's a big deal. Mm-hmm. They are ready for you to come in and have the best grocery experience in town, and they're always bringing in new items that are arriving. So stop in and see the crew. You'll find them very friendly. We've been over there a few times, and they're always just very, very nice. They're open 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, and then 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Then they're even open 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Sundays, Sargent Corner Market.
All right.
All right, the phone is already ringing, so we'll take the third caller at 872-2801. And if you've won a card before, please reserve this for somebody who hasn't won yet. So you're not eligible if you've won a $25 card during this promotion.
A lot goes into keeping a precision operation moving. The inputs you choose have to deliver results. New Delaro Complete Fungicide from Bayer offers unmatched consistency and the most complete disease control available. Your corn and soybeans are protected and yields higher even in unpredictable conditions. With Delaro Complete, you get results you can count on to help keep your precision operation running smoothly. Always read and follow label instructions. To learn more, visit delarocomplete.us today.
It's time for planting season. And at Nutrien Ag Solutions, we're ready, leading the field with the largest selection of top-performing corn and soybean seed brands. Get the most out of your acres by partnering with our local crop consultants who can provide custom recommendations and services for your specific field conditions. Choose from top-performing seed brands by visiting nutrienagsolutions.com or your local retail location today.
Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster Seasonally Enhanced Premium Diesel comes with a more complete additive package that restores fuel economy by up to 5% to keep you in the field longer. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around. Learn more at Cenex.com.
My mother was very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign and she wasn't even really sure where she was at.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk.
A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Congratulations to Amanda. She called. She was the third caller, and she is going to stop out and pick up the card in the near future, take it over to Sargent, and spend it, along with probably a few other dollars. Once she gets in there, Amanda, you're going to find lots of things. I have a feeling she might already know about the store because she was pretty excited to get the card.
Good.
Before we close the show, coming up Wednesday, run that down again if you would real quick.
We'll be headed to Lincoln again this week for coverage of the boys state basketball tournament. So looking